professional chef in Tijuana. I'm here to give you a little bit of a brief about Mexican cuisine, which I decided to call to return back to school days, Mexican Food 101. Just to have a little, laugh at that. So, our basics of the Mexican cuisine are very important. We have three major ingredients in what you're going to see in almost all of the Mexican recipes, which is what we call the Mexican trilogy or Mexican trifecta, which is chile, corn, and beans. We Mexicans, we do love our corn in almost any sort of presentation: tortillas, tostadas, tacos, tamales, basically everything that involves corn. It's basically engraved us into our soul, into our history, and basically goes all the way back to pre-Hispanic Mexican, right? A little bit of folklore, according to the Mexican history or mythology, we are the 5th generation, which is the man of the corn. We're made from corn, from masa, and the blood of the gods, all right? So basically, if you ever see different sort of, this 3 ingredients in a dish, it's basically a really good Mexican dish, all right? So one of the most important things that Diego here said that I needed to talk to you about is the difference between birria and barbacoa. And both of them are absolutely decadent, delicious, and the best way to cure a hangover. Believe me, I know very much how that works. So, both of them are really good. They're really good on tacos, and let's go and start. So, barbacoa is basically made out of goat or sheep meat. It can be done of beef, yes it can. But it also it's specifically made from goat and sheep meat, all right? And it's made by digging a hole in the earth or the ground and slow cooking it for 12 to 18 hours, all right? That makes the meat super tender, super nice, and it can also come with an adobo, all right? And not because you see it red, it means it's spicy, all right? We need to calm down, because I know I have a bunch of American friends that as soon as they see something that's red, it's like, oh no, it's spicy, or it's not spicy at all. I'm going to talk about that in a moment, all right? If you want to try really good barbacoa, may I recommend Hacienda de Badu, which is really in the entrance of
Free Road, Rosarito Beach Hotel.
The free road of Tijuana Rosarito. It's really nice with Chef Josefina. Her barbacoa is really, really good, all right? Now, as for birria. Really popular lately in Instagram, Facebook, and all of the social media. Birria is most commonly, it's a braised type of recipe, which involves goat, beef, sometimes made out of goat, but specifically, or sheep. Specifically goat and beef. Here in Tijuana, you're gonna find more beef birria, all right? Because it's way more common, there's more beef here in Baja, specifically here in the north part, all right? But you can ask, well, it's red, yes, because it comes from adobo, and here are some of the ingredients that comes with such adobo. They use Bajío chile, which is a non-spicy chile, garlic, cinnamon, oregano, cumin, cloves, pork lard, basically whatever your ancestors tell you to put it in, it can be done on a birria. It's cooked around for 4 hours, so on a difference between the barbacoa, which is way more longer, and it has to be done, in a hole, cooked in a hole in the ground. This can be done in an oven, and it can be done on even on an air fryer, you can do it as well. So don't worry. Also, if you want to try some really good birria, may I recommend you the restaurant that is in Plaza Pabellon, all the way over there, that is called La Birreria de Guadalajara. It's really nice, not so expensive, and surprisingly, the portions are quite generous. All right? Any questions?
What restaurant is that?
Sorry?
What restaurant?
Birreria de Guadalajara. It's on Plaza Pabellon, like
okay.
the mall, like really on. Is it the south? Yes. South? North?
North.
North of Rosary. Yes, south.
We got you
Yeah,
turned
north.
around.
Yes. My bad. Now, for some weird ingredients that I really wanted to talk to you about, it's huitlacoche. Have you ever heard of that beautiful ingredient before? Anyone? No? Great. Huitlacoche, it's a fungus that grows from the corn. Americans, farmers grow this because it's it's not good for business. But for Mexico, it's like our caviar, it's like our truffle, all right? It's really difficult to grow it. Right now, you can just add the fungus directly to the corn and grow it. A couple of years ago, around, I don't know, 15 years, it was really difficult to get it, and it was extremely expensive to get it because it was so rare. So if you see huitlacoche, you can find this silky, dark texture. I believe in the menu, there's a huitlacoche omelet. I strongly recommend you to have it. You can add it without chili, with chili, doesn't matter. But that silky, smooth texture with an earthy aftertaste that comes with huitlacoche is some of the best thing you can get of authentic Mexican cuisine that it hasn't been modified with all the years of Mexican gastronomy evolving, right? So what can you expect? When you try traditional Mexican cuisine according in spices? All right, Mexico, as you know, we were kindly invaded by the Spaniards, and they brought us with a bunch of spices, right? So traditional Mexican cuisine use some of these spices, which is cinnamon, star anise, very important, sun-dried chilies. All right? Our sun-dried chilies are not spicy. Even chipotle, you can find sun-dried chipotle in Mercado Hidalgo, and they're not spicy. Why we have sun-dried chilies? It's because they add flavor. They add depth to the dish. Not because we do love spices, but different sort of chilies that we use, like fresh ones. Right? We have chipotle, guajillo, ancho, pasilla, right? So, small, parenthesis, as ancho and pasilla, they tend to mistake them in the grocery store. Pasilla is long and dark, and ancho is fat like me, right? But dark. Okay? We do like to use allspice, like the pepper, allspice. And it's because it was native here from Cuba and everything, so it grew on the coast of Mexico. We have our own variety of oregano, which is completely different from the Mediterranean oregano. So we do like to use oregano in our recipes, traditional ones, and we use black and white pepper. Some misconception, because Tex-Mex cuisine is really nice, and don't get me wrong, I do love my chipotle run once in a while. We don't use a lot of cumin in our cuisine, all right? And I think that's some big misconception with Tex-Mex cuisine that probably you might think it's included in the Mexican, dairy use of tacos, because I've tried the taco spice mix, and it tastes a lot like cumin. We don't use cumin as much here in Mexico. Some parts they do, but it's not like very common. All right? Like I said before, sun-dried chilies are not spicy. They're there because they add tons of flavor in our dishes. All right? Not because a salsa or adobo is red. It's equally spicy. So, as I was saying, I was giving you some restaurant recommendations, and not because I know the chefs, it's because I've been there, I've eaten there, and I do not recommend anything I don't like. You can trust this belly. My best investments in my life, all right? Obviously, Rosarito Beach Hotel, they have a really good selection. They have been in the market for almost 100 years, so I think they know what they're doing, right? Mágico, a really nice restaurant from Chef Miyagi. Absolutely delicious Mexican cuisine, traditional Mexican cuisine done at its finest. Not so expensive, not a tourist trap, like Los Portales. Los Portales, you might go there, get a great picture, but the food's rubbish, all right? Yes, I have to be very, very sincere. If you want a lovely view, go to La Reina. La Reina de Baja, it's really good cuisine by Chef Richard, really good cuisine, more modern side, not so traditional, more on the modern side, but you get a lovely view and a good food, right? And I cannot express more to go to Hacienda de Badu or Carnitas Los Pachos, which is basically on the side, right? Both of those cuisines are traditional 100%. You can have great food. Here she came out from Josefina's kitchen. And if you want more information about different restaurants here in Baja, that involves Tijuana, Rosarito, Ensenada, Valle de Guadalupe, and more sort of those, Tecate as well, you can visit, you can Google Vagabundeando, and they have an English site, all right? You can get all of the restaurants and all of the tourist tips and not tourist traps, which is a very important thing because some places are designed, you know, for the tourists, and they tend to bleed your wallets away. And that's not something that I like to recommend because it's not something we're, right? So as for my final thoughts, and before I open the Q&A, is as a Mexican chef, my best recommendation is don't go to a fancy restaurant. All right, go where people go and eat. Try something different every day. All right, Mexico offers an entire almanac of food, flavors, colors. It's a complete party in a dish. All right, Mexican cuisine is more than food. It's culture. It's tradition, and what's most importantly, soul in every single dish, because it's part of who we are. Right? If a Mexican offers you to eat in their home, it's because they're opening their heart and they're giving everything because they love you. And they value enough your friendship that they invite you to have something to eat. Right? So, thank you. So if anyone has some questions, yes.
Since it is September, can you speak a little bit about chiles en nogada?
Yes,
tradition?
chiles en nogada, absolutely. Okay, so chiles en nogada, even though it's a fresh chile, it's filled with, strangely, with fruit, ground beef, ground pork. It has well, as for the fruit, it has apple, has peach, has pineapple. Sorry?
Pomegranate?
Huh?
Pomegranate.
Well, pomegranate goes on the top,
Oh.
but inside, like the relleno, right? On the inside, it has some raisins as well, some biznaga, which is illegal, but some people use it. It's a really sweet and sour presentation. Comes with a nogada. Nogada is made out of goat cheese. This Castilian nuts and some cream, which is the white sauce on the top, and then goes the pomegranate on top. I think you can get some chiles en nogada in Tijuana. They're really good. They also have some in Hacienda de Badu. I think they had like a festival a couple of weeks ago, and they still have it on the menu. It's a really good dish. It was created in Mexico. In Puebla, I believe it was created. And it was created, if my memory doesn't fail, for the, huh? In Puebla, right?
Yes.
But I believe it was created for Porfirio Diaz's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. So it comes with a really bunch of history. It's really nice, and it's just a dish that comes with the season. You cannot get it, you know, anytime else. So chiles en nogada is a must. It's not spicy, it's really nice. Any other question? Yes,
What is your favorite Mexican dish?
mole.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Mole.
So
So-
tell us about that.
Mole, have you ever tried mole before? Anyone here? Yeah? What's your experience with mole?
There's so many different ones.
Yes, that is correct. Every single family has a different recipe of mole,
Right.
all right? And it's beautiful. My own perspective with mole is that it always represents a family gathering, like a party. Because on my side of the family, from my mom's side, when there was a birthday, there was mole. If there was a funeral, there was mole. If there was some just gathering in someone's house, there was mole. It was always a dish of celebration. It comes together and it comes and binds us. It's a weird mix of spices, fruit, chiles, chocolate. It's really weird, but it makes sense, and that's what's most beautiful. I would recommend a lot having mole at La Casa del Mole in Tijuana, which is really nice. has really good tradition, and they try to respect poblano, which is mole poblano that comes from Puebla, and they sometimes have Oaxacan mole from El Mayordomo. You can also get some really, really good Mexican moles on paste that you can cross the border, because they sometimes get like a flea market here in Pabellon that's called La Guelaguetza. You can buy really good, Oaxacan mole over there. But yeah, that's my favorite dish. I do like tacos, don't get me wrong, tacos are like the best thing ever, but my Mexican dish is mole. Like, it is. Delicious. Any other question? Yes.
We have different types of tacos. You have
Yes.
carne asada. What are and unusual types of tacos? Can you tell us?
All right,
different-
so unusual type of tacos might be beef tongue, which we're talking before. It's really good. Don't be scared. I know somebody said it. Don't worry. It's
Mole with beef tongue.
sorry.
Mole with beef tongue is phenomenal. That's my family thing.
There you go.
Mole with beef tongue is delicious.
Which is it coloradito, manchamanteles?
It was actually, I think it was probably, what is it, Dona Maria, the yellow jar, the pasta.
Yellow?
The other side, yeah.
Okay, so if it was yellow, it's called a pipián,
Yeah.
which is made from
It's not
the
as sweet
seeds.
as the other ones, and it's not as peanutty as others.
Yeah, it's made of the sweet of the seeds of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
That is called pipián from pepitas.
Yeah.
All right, there are different types of mole, like
Pipián.
8 different types.
Pipián.
That's a whole master class of like 2 hours of me speaking and rambling about that, just mole. But beef tongue can be one of the weird ones. Intestine, it's really popular. I really don't like the smell. My wife absolutely loves those, especially if they're deep fried. They're really nice, tender. All right. Tacos de cabeza, which is basically the head of the beef. All right. It's really nice. What else? What else? So Mexicans we're kind of weird because you can find even eye tacos. Yes, like rain
Gusano de
tacos.
maguey.
Yes, gusano de maguey, escamoles, which is the Mexican caviar, which is ants, baby ants, mixed with butter, which is really good. But yeah, I know, it's really good. But believe me, trust me, it's really good. It is really good. All right, you can also try tacos of grasshoppers with guacamole. So, have you ever tried beef jerky before?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, grasshoppers taste the same as beef jerky. Exactly the same. And exactly the same texture.
Is the same
Crunchy.
chapulines? Is the same?
Huh?
Is the same?
Chapulines? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really good.
I tried.
Chicatanas as well, which is a really big, ant that comes with the first, we Mexicans love to eat.
The first
And it's great source of protein as well. So, hey, if you're, loading up, insects are a good thing. But yeah, those can be like the weirdest tacos you can find like on the street. I would go with cabeza, brain tacos as well. I'm not a huge fan of it. Tacos de lengua.
Yeah, those are good, they're good.
Yeah, tacos de cabeza are really good.
Yeah.
Cachete, which is like the cheek, beef cheek. Really nice, really tender. Really recommend it. I know it's weird. It's weird. I know. I see your face and you're like, yeah, I know. It's really. You're not selling it. But
If you
just
didn't know
ask
what
for
it was,
one.
you would eat it.
Add it to like on a mix, and you won't even know what that is. Beef chicken will be like, oh, nice. Yes.
You mentioned Chef Josefina up there.
Yes.
I mean, I've been to Bajío several times. I still can't get past certain items because there's so many choices there.
Yes.
And I remember when his family did with those ponchos. I mean, that's all family. So
Yes.
there were 14,000 people in Rosarito, I remember, and then she built that thing. But it's a fabulous restaurant. But I wanted to know where La Reina is.
Okay, so La Reina. La Reina is. You happen to know where Los Arenales is?
It's,
Which is.
Yeah, the
Right
sand
on
dunes.
Wisconsin.
Okay, the sand dunes, right? In front of the sand dunes. Like literally in front, there's like a huge residential complex over there.
It's called Rancho Descanso. If you're going south before you get to,
Well, as soon as he said in front of the Rosarito, not the same word.
pardon me?
As soon as he said where it was in front of the Rosarito.
It is. Yeah, like from the view from the restaurant, you see Los Arenales, and it's really nice. Like, I think they're gonna open like a cafe on the bottom. They're gonna open a pub like near the, I think it's called El Faro. But the main restaurant is on the top, and it's really nice.
Thank you.
Yes. Hey, yes.
There's been a craze for Mexican pizza. Even Taco Bell has their own version of Mexican pizza. What do you think of Mexican pizza?
First, Taco Bell. Second, okay, so we Mexicans thrive on making whatever thing Mexican, right? So, here in Rosarito, may I recommend Kilometer 31, that it's, I think it's Giorgio's, really nice Mexican pizza. Traditional, like it's wood oven, really, really nice. So you can get some really good pizza over there. But what do you define as Mexican pizza? Like what?
Almost kind of like a burrito, but spread out on a pizza.
I remember when they started down here, Giuseppe's used to be right by
Yes.
here. And I remember that hit the town hard, and it was beans, chorizo, jalapeno, onion, peppers, queso, no sauce, no tomato sauce, it was just.
Yes, so Mexican style pizza like that?
Aguacate, they would put it on whatever you want.
Yes, that Mexican style pizza, it's nice, but I haven't had like on a burrito like pizza. I haven't had that before. But Mexican style pizza is really good. May I recommend Mamma Mia, which is a local franchise, and it's really good. They really good source really good ingredients as well. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Can you tell about your history of being a chef?
That's a long history, man.
Hey, we got some extra time, so just.
All right. So I was born here in Tijuana. I grew up like 7 years in Tijuana. Then I moved to Guanajuato. I lived there for 18 years. I met this lovely gal. She became my wife. I traveled around Mexico trying different sort of foods, which is really epic. Hey, 230 pounds is not a joke, right? We really need to go to the gym. But yeah, I've been traveling around Mexico, trying different, learning about different cultures, and knowing every single thing about Mexican food. I specialize in food from Bajío, which is basically San Luis Potosí, Guanajuato, Nayarit, Guadalajara, Jalisco, and I combine those ingredients and those preparations with ingredients of here in Baja California. So basically I create something that's called Bajax cuisine, which is cuisine from the Bajío with ingredients of Baja California, which is sort of a fusion cuisine, right? I've worked in different sort of restaurants here in Baja. I've worked in Rebel Restaurant. I worked as a private chef for a billionaire here in Tijuana. I work here at the Hospital San Aviv, that is right over there, down south. I worked at Hospital Oasis, it's in Playas de Tijuana as well. And right now I have a catering business that operates here in Baja and the USA. So if you ever need something, just let me know. I'll give you my card. But yes, that's a brief story glance. Yes.
Sometimes I've seen people order Mexican coffee and it just gets brought to the table in a cup. Other times there's a big presentation of preparing it with fire and pouring it and everything.
Mexican coffee.
Yes.
Okay, so Mexican coffee or café de olla. It's really more of a good morning to you, right? It often has to come on a clay pot, which is clay pot. And it's a mix of cinnamon, anise, chocolate, orange. Yes, coffee as well, right? And piloncillo, which is raw sugar, right? And depends on the restaurant, how the flair and how much tourist trappy they want to go. But there's a place that's called, I think it's called La Catedral. It's called in Veracruz, where they just make this huge spectacle with the coffee. It's a traditional event. But Mexican coffee or café de olla, which I strongly recommend you to order every single time, is like the best way to have a good morning. It really is. It just comes in a clay pot, and it's just so you can heart your soul and your heart. It's really nice. Yes.
Did I hear something that you're gonna be in a competition?
Oh, yes, I'm gonna be in a competition at the end of this month, actually. I'm gonna be representing Baja in a contest that's called Pinchos y Tapas in Querétaro. I'll be there from the 21st to the 30th. If I win, I'm gonna go and represent Mexico in Valladolid, Spain. So that's gonna be nice. Thank you. Any other question?
Did you bring any samples?
Hey, there you
So,
go.
due to hotel policy, I'm not able to bring any food. Diego was
Good
really.
answer, good answer.
Seriously, I really wanted to bring something so you can try different sort of things of our presentation. But since I was not able to, that's why I added the restaurant recommendation so you can go and experience it by yourselves, which I think it's way more fun than just having like a small tostada with a sample, right? How to get the more experience of the restaurant, right? Any more?
Yeah. The cuisine of Baja California is different from Mexico.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, so Baja cuisine is a mixture between Mediterranean influence, a little bit of Japanese as well, and a lot of Russian cuisine as well, surprisingly. We thrive on the sea. All right, all of our best ingredients come from the sea. We get one of the best seafoods from Ensenada, they call it the black market, which is Mercado Negro. It's not because it's illegal, it's because it was the name, because when they processed octopus and calamari, the floor was completely black. So that's why it's called black market, right? So we get one of our best ingredients over there. We source the best ingredients because the temperature of the water here is absolutely perfect, so we get those ingredients and we transform them to do whatever we want. So we have a variety of tostadas, ceviches, tiraditos here in Baja that you can explore, but I recommend that if you go and want to try really good food, go to Ensenada. We do have great seafood here in Rosarito, great seafood in Tijuana, but nothing speaks more fresh than Ensenada, when even the fish was probably alive like 25 minutes ago. All right? If you do like to go and fish, you can rent like a yacht, which is around like $2,000. You can go 15, 10 people, go and fish, and there's usually the yacht provides a chef, so you can go and the chef prepares food from the fish that was like alive like 3 minutes ago. So it's like a different experience, all right? The amount of seafood, of Mexican seafood here in Baja is, it's quite unique. We have such a special fishes like totoaba, which comes from the Gulf of California, it comes all the way over here, that is this sort of salmon-y texture fish between salmon and halibut, which is really nice. Don't get me wrong, and even you can make birria out of it, all right? Birria out of fish. It can be done, right? You can find it raw, you can find it cooked, you can find it stewed. Just give it a chance, and it's really nice. That's it. Any more other questions?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.